Best Upcoming Games, the 10 best games to play in 2023. Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Why the Fact, not coming to all of you with a brand new video. Ring in the new year with our picks of the best upcoming games for PS5, Xbox, Switch and more. 2023 is looking like a bumper year for games on Switch, PlayStation, Xbox and PC. Have you recovered from the holidays and had the chance to catch up on all the big games from 2022? Well, ready or not, it's already time to gaze ahead to the best games to play in 2023, which looks similarly packed with massive titles to compete for your attention. But whether it's the start of spring, a stacked summer, or beyond, there's plenty of exciting games coming up regardless of the platform you're playing on. Read on for our picks of the games to get most hyped for in 2023. Starting this list is which platform is The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, a direct sequel to the greatest game of the generation, if not all time. The latest installment of The Legend of Zelda looks set to build upon the groundbreaking sandbox open world of Breath of the Wild's Hyrule by literally building a whole other world in the skies above. Apart from a few very cryptic teasers that show off glimpses of Link's new tools, including what looks like a way of reversing time, we still don't really know what to expect from this game. Could the subtitle be referring to Tears as some kind of important collectible, a hint towards the return of traditional dungeons, or perhaps something else entirely? More importantly, can the underpowered Switch handle it? If Nintendo really does reveal a new successor to the Switch in 2023, then Tears of the Kingdom will ensure the company's most successful console since the Wii will go out on a high. Due to release in the 12th of May. Number 2. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 platforms. PS5, one of the most popular PlayStation exclusives of one of the most popular superheroes. A sequel to Marvel's Spider-Man is a no-brainer. Following the well-received Miles Morales expansion, it also makes sense that this time you'll be able to play as both Peter Parker and Miles versions of the web-slinger as they take on new villains Kraven the Hunter and fan-favorite Venom. Little else has been revealed so far, though we're hoping for a more interesting shake-up of the open-world formula to accompany the already awesome feeling of swinging around the city. With Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse also coming to cinemas in June, it's looking like a terrific year to be a Spider-Man, due to release in the autumn 2023. Number 3. Star Wars Jedi: Survivor platforms, PC, PS5, Xbox Series. For many, the ultimate power fantasy of any Star Wars game is to wield a lightsaber as a Jedi, which was the biggest selling point for 2019 Star Wars Jedi: Fallen Order, even if it felt a bit derivative cobbling bits of Uncharted and Sekiro, although at least the saber combat is somewhat more forgiving than the latter. Still, the foundations are set for a more exciting sequel, which once again follows Cal Kestis 5 years later, in more grizzled warrior mode after constant years of pursuit from the Empire. Although we're being promised some evolutions in the combat, including new saber stances, we're most excited about Cal's new traversal abilities like being able to tame and ride wild animals. Due to release in the 17th of March. Number 4. Resident Evil 4 platforms, PS5, PS4, Xbox, PC. After remaking Resident Evil 2 and 3 for modern platforms, Capcom is reimagining the game that not only transformed the franchise but pioneered the over-the-shoulder perspective that has influenced all third-person shooters that came after it, like Gears of War, and which is still considered one of the greatest games of all time. That the original Resident Evil 4 can be played widely on pretty much any modern platform and still holds up, there's all the more pressure on what this remake can offer besides better graphics. Initial impressions hint at a more of a horror atmosphere than the original's action-packed B-movie camp, even though the iconic opening village ambush is almost exactly as you remember it, including the terrifying guy wielding a chainsaw. We await Leon Kennedy's return with nervous anticipation, due to release in the 24th of March. Number 5. Starfield Platforms, Xbox Series XS, PC. Bethesda's first major new open-world IP since The Elder Scrolls and Fallout, Starfield sounds galactically colossal in scope. It's then perhaps no surprise that the game was delayed from its original the 11th of November date in 2022. Hopefully to break the studio's reputation for buggy releases or avoid comparisons with the divisive launch of another vastly ambitious space sim No Man's Sky. But while Starfield is set amongst the stars where you can assemble your own customized spacecraft to visit over 1,000 worlds across over 100 systems, it's still at heart an action RPG where you will get to choose your alliances or fight space pirates in either first or third person with a mix of shooter and melee combat. Due to release this 2023. Number 6. Street Fighter 6. Platforms, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series XS. PC fighting games feel like that specialist dying breed. But if anything's going to reinvigorate the genre, then Street Fighter 6 is going to be the one. With a bold hyper-real style and a more accessible control option, early hands-on already reveal a supremely polished fighting game with exciting new systems. But the ability to create your own fighter to take to an expansive single-player mode and an online battle hub is what's going to build a competent new platform for both veteran fighting game fans and a new generation. Of course, it's also all about the roster, featuring a substantial revamp of the original World Warriors. Shout out to cop-turned-kung fu master Chun-Li and a Ken who looks like he's fallen on hard times. As well as new challengers like French grappling fashionista Manon and African-American graffiti ninja Kimberly. Due to release in the 2nd of June. Number 7. Final Fantasy XVI. Platforms, PS5. 2023 is a big year for Final Fantasy fans, with 2 titles to get excited for, including Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But for a completely brand new experience, Final Fantasy XVI has us most hyped. With a more mature tone that's more inspired by Western fantasy like The Witcher or God of War, it's a controversial departure for the long-running Japanese RPG series, although we can still expect a big epic involving crystals and the legendary summoned Eagons. While it looks like your lead protagonist Clive will still have allies during his journey in a story that spans multiple timelines, this is also a predominantly single-player real-time action-oriented affair. But when the battle director's credits include Devil May Cry and the criminally underrated Dragon's Dogma, you know it's going to be good. Due to release in the 22nd of June. Number 8. Redfall Platforms, Xbox Series XS, PC. After the critical success of innovative time loop shooter Deathloop, here's another unique twist from developer Arcane, this time from its Austin-based studio. Redfall is the name of Massachusetts town overrun by a legion of vampires created from a scientific experiment gone wrong. Playing as a group of survivors, this isn't just Left 4 Dead with bloodsuckers. Redfall is actually a completely open world setting that players are free to play seamlessly in single player as well as in co-op multiplayer, while the threats will also include fighting human cultists. Besides experimenting with a variety of weapons and loadouts, it's going to be the world building and characters, including a biomedical engineering graduate with telekinetic powers, that will keep you immersed as you uncover the town's mysteries. Due to release this 2023. Number 9. Diablo 4. Platforms, PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox. We're all used to the addictive loop of grinding dungeons and amassing better loot to become even more powerful to take on an even more powerful enemies to get even better loot. So what better than to have the granddaddy of this devilish design to make its long-awaited return? Diablo IV is a return to first principles of top-down dungeon crawling, albeit now with a more open-world design. Despite the bird's eye distance, the graphics you see can also be seen in greater detail when the camera swoops in for breathtaking cinematic cutscenes. That attention to detail also means that besides customizing your character's class-based abilities, you can also the transmog system to make them look exactly how you want. Due to release in the 6th of June. Number 10. Hollow Knight, Silksong. Platforms, PC, Switch, Xbox, PS5, PS4. Made by just a team of 3 people, Hollow Knight is an indie Metroidvania that has just grown and grown in cult status since first releasing in 2017. Unsurprisingly then, anticipation for its follow-up Silksong has reached fever pitch. Set in a haunted world of bugs, but presented in a gorgeous hand-drawn style, you play as the Nimble Hornet, previously a deadly antagonist in the original game, facing all new enemies and all new challenges as you try and making your way up to the top of the kingdom you've been imprisoned in. We still don't know when Silksong will release, or whether Team Cherry will just drop it out of the blue, but at least throughout all the agonizing wait, it's been confirmed for every major platform, including Game Pass on day 1. And that is it, guys. Hope you all like this video, and please don't forget to smash that like button. And you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell so you will be updated on my next video upload. Mega love shout out to my premier team, Team SNB, and all its very active and supportive members. This is why the fact not saying anything is possible. Just keep it simple. See you all on my next video. Thank you for watching.